Here are 5 reasons why we fail our New Year resolution and how to change it. New Year's often feels like a fresh start. Your energy is high and you are ready to tackle for the year, and whatever happened last year, stay in last year. And then you will start to have this whole list of New Year resolutions. But how many of us actually accomplish our New Year resolution by December? If you can do it, that is great, but 80% of us lost our motivation by the end of February. So here comes the question. Why do we fail our New Year resolution and how to change it? The first reason is we set unrealistic resolution. Often in the New Year's, we want to start all of this new habit like eating healthy, going to the gym, renew books, going to bed early, sleep well. Is that we might set the goals too big and it is unrealistic to achieve it in a year. For example, going to the gym regularly. Like we set this goal as like we want to go to the gym 5 times per week. In the first few weeks of the year, you did achieve it. Like we actually go to the gym regularly for 5 times. But as the week goes on or as the months goes on, you start to lose the motivation, and then by the end of May, you will realize that we just don't go to the gym all at once, because it might feel too much for you. Like on a Friday evening, why do I want to go to the gym? I want to go out, I want to eat out, I want to just like chill at home. So it just might feel too much for you of like achieving 5 times per week. So what can we do to change it? It is to be honest and to be realistic with ourselves. It's like, ask yourself this question: can I actually do this? Can I actually go to the gym 5 times per week for the entire year? Or we can start with something smaller. Like for example, set the goal as like we go to the gym 3 times per week, and then each time will be like a 30-minute workout. And then if you did achieve all of that for 4 weeks in January, then in February we can start to add on, be like, yes, we still go to the gym 3 times per week, but let's do an hour workout each time. And then if you achieve all of that in February, then in March we can add a little bit more challenge, but okay, let's bring it up to 4 times per week. So as you add up your challenge each month, then your brain is still feel like, okay, we are still challenging ourselves, but at the same time we did also achieve something throughout each month. It's not like it is too much and then we don't feel any motivation to do it. So by the end of December, you'll see like you did challenge yourself, you still stick with your goal, and then you did achieve your New Year resolution by December. So one of the key is to make it realistic and achievable. And the second reason why we fail our New Year resolution is the lack of planning. We set too many big goals all at once during the New Year's, and we don't have a strategic plan to achieve it. For example, this year I want to eat healthy as a goal, but how do we actually achieve it? One way to do it is to through a SMART goal. Be specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. Instead of saying, I want to eat healthy, I can change it into this. I want to eat 5 fruit and vegetable every day by taking 2 types of fruit to the work or to school as the snacks, and have a portion of vegetable in every meal. By setting it with a SMART goal, it seems like it have a better structure and it's easier to plan out. So in order to achieve the goal of eating 5 fruit and vegetable every day, I need to make sure I do have enough fruit and vegetable in my fridge. So when I go to grocery, I need to make sure I have, like, I buy at least 3 different type of fruit, 3 different type of vegetables, so I have access to it in my fridge at all time. And the third reason why we fail our New Year resolution is self-doubt and belief of your identity. You probably are thinking like, how does self-belief and identity have anything to do with New Year resolution? But it is part of the reason why it didn't motivate us. If I set the same New Year resolution every year, but at the same time I failed it every year, it will feel like, oh, here we go again with another year that I don't achieve this goal. So it isn't your subconscious mind's already doubting yourself by the beginning of the year. It will just seem like, oh, here we go with another year, let's try it again, but we failed ourselves. So let's just take gym as an example again, because I feel like that was on everyone's New Year resolution. So if we are someone that said, I want to go to the gym regularly at the beginning of every year as a resolution, but we fail it over and over. So if we're not doing anything differently this year, how can we actually achieve it? And our brain, our subconscious brains already associate our identity as someone that I want to exercise regularly, but I don't achieve it. So we need to acknowledge and be aware of like how do we not associate our identity with our failure. And if we didn't achieve the goal or all of our New Year resolution last year, then it's okay. Let's try again this year. We need to change our perspective. Be like, okay, we need to see what we didn't do well last year and how to change it into a motivation and keep us going for this year, instead of saying like, oh, I want to exercise regularly but I can't because I'm like lazy, I'm demotivated, I don't like to do it, and then just abandon all of your goal by the end of February. No, we want to change it, so let's make a plan and how to change it. And the fourth reason is we lose our focus and we don't really want it. What do I mean by that is like in January our spirit is high, we feel like we can achieve everything, but by the middle of the year we lose our focus and then we just stop working towards our New Year resolution. It seems like the goal is harder than it is and we don't have the patience for it, or it's not as important as what we thought and we don't really want it. If it is something that you really wanted, you will make sure that you do everything in order to achieve the goal. So what we can do is when we set our resolution, is not like just blindly follow what everyone is doing. Instead of following the trend, what we have to do is to think what we want to prioritize this year and set our goal based on that. And the fifth reason is your environment. It doesn't matter how great your goal is, how great your plan is, and how realistic it is, but if your environment is full of distraction, we will not be able to achieve the goal. For example, working out regularly. If we are someone who wants to work out regularly, we need to limit all of the distraction and excuses. If we want to work out in the morning, pick our gym clothes the night before, set it somewhere we can see it in the morning, and if you see it in the morning, there is no excuse. Be like, oh, I have to do the hassle of like picking out my gym clothes and put it on. And if you're someone who wants to work out in the evening, make sure that you bring your gym clothes to your work or to the school, or even wear it. So we limited our excuses as like, oh, I have to go home and change it into my workout clothes. So what we want to do is to make sure that we limited the steps. We want to make it as easy as possible so our brain doesn't bring out like unnecessary excuse. Another example of eating healthy is that make sure we have enough produce and then have limited snacks or sweet in the house. So if we don't have snacks or sweet in the house, we will turn to fruit if you want to have a snacks. So here are 5 reasons why we fail our New Year resolution and how to change it. I hope this video gave you some motivation to keep it strong all the way until December. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.